it smells like beans. It's amazing.
What kind?
Baked beans.
Ooh.
Yeah, we live near a farmer's market, so every Sunday we go get stuff, and like we got a bag of beans a while ago, and we're like, it's raining, it's gloomy.
It's-
I was like, let's make some
Jealous.
beans.
That's a top bean for sure.
That is a top bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we were drafting beans, that would be high on mine.
See,
Oh yeah.
I would say though on my bean list, I'm gonna say refried without the lard.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of cotija or a mozzarella
You'll be
tossed in there for
eliminated.
taste.
Fresh mutts.
Cheesy beans.
Cheesy beans, beans and cheese. The classic. Honestly, if we're talking about iconic duos,
Jake's moderating.
Jake is moderating.
Yeah,
You know what?
I'm gonna moderate
I'm
tonight.
excited. You
I
look like you're preparing.
I'm definitely ready mentally.
I feel like every time you moderate, I just trample all over the lead and I just ruin it for you like an absolute
It's
monster.
fine because you do, but it's fine.
Yes. Okay.
You can do that when
I'm
I
so
moderate.
sorry. It's really okay. You know what? And I'm gonna do it right here. I don't care. It is an attention thing. That's all it is. I just really love attention and want to be in charge. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lousy Advice Podcast. A plot twist.
A plot
I
twist.
said it this
yeah.
time.
Shelby just coming
Well.
in.
I don't like that. Can you do it instead, Eric?
Oh whoa! Hello and welcome to the Lousy Advice.
Jacob, next time I
Hello,
say
welcome to the Lousy Advice
it's on site next time.
As they say. This is the Lousy Advice Podcast. My name's Eric.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Jake. I was drinking. I'm sorry.
And this week we have Casey McManis on the pod. What is up, Casey?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm ready for this. I have prepared.
You're ready to share?
Yeah.
You know what?
How many times you get like one?
I know.
Eric.
Do you see?
I don't
okay,
know if I could handle that.
Do you see the group name
No.
On Skype.
on Skype? It's Cher spelled Share. So this is the
I
Cher
did not-
episode.
Catch that because I just thought that was like Skype's
Call
like
name.
generic
So did I.
boilerplate
I
name.
know. Honestly, my humor is so subtle.
Wow.
My humor is so subtle.
So
and
subtle.
so interesting. Yeah, so this week we are drafting Cher. We're doing the Cher episode.
Oh.
This is throws hair out of mouth. Oh. I'm bad at impressions. Hi. This is Cher episode. Jake, would you like to take over so I don't
Oh no! I gotta pull up
steamroll?
the script. Holy moly!
Oh my
Unprepared.
goodness.
Unprofessional.
Hey, listen. I wrote it.
Jake did
Yes.
write the script.
That's where it ends.
Hello, welcome to the Lousy Advice Podcast.
And welcome to Toon Draft, a game in which members of Lousy Advice and guests will competitively collaborate to create artist or genre-centric best of lists. I will be your draft commissioner, Jake.
Jake, have you been
And
watching
creating
wrestling?
tonight- No, I did this.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
sorry
know.
to interrupt. I'm done.
And creating tonight's list will be Eric, Casey, and Shelby. Tonight's topic is Cher. I'm trying to do the monster truck version of this thing.
I love it.
Sunday, Cher. So yeah, let's go over a little bit of Cher history here. You know, everybody's shared journey. Your Cher, what's it called? Bona fides.
Your background, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start with the guest, Casey. What are your Cher bona fides here?
So I did think about this because I've listened to all of your episodes to prepare for this.
The first person ever.
It's
Actually,
the first person
that's a lie.
I've had
Not-
text
okay.
me thank you for
That's-
vetoing a song.
You know what, Jake? That's fine. Because every
Twice.
time we post something, everybody messages me and says, "Wow, Shelby, they're so mean to you. How do you do it?" And I say it's just because I
You persevere.
I persevere.
This is just the Bully
I'm
Shelby
here
podcast.
for justice. Sorry, Casey. Your resume, please.
Okay, so it was a lie. I've listened to almost all the episodes, but all of the Toon Draft episodes except for Beach Boys.
Ooh.
So, okay, so my history of Cher was I had to think about this. I can kind of nail it down to two different things. One was I was really obsessed with Kathy Griffin in high school, and she talks about Cher a lot because they're like friends. And like right around that time was when, like, and the way Kathy Griffin's stand-up works is that it's all like celebrity stuff, but her shows always change. And so when she talked about Cher, it was like fucking hilarious because she would do a like terrible impression, but then it was like, okay, this is something that gays are obsessed with. I need to know. So, and then the other thing I would say that kind of hinted me into her was also like in high school, I became one of those people who like looked up lists of everything on Wikipedia. So I was like that little gay kid who was like, list of gay idols Wikipedia list. And then click on every one and then go like search out music. Shut the fuck up. My partner just
That was your
called
partner in the
me
background.
out of the room. So, I mean, it just kind of was like one of those things where it's like she was so culturally relevant. And I also really respected the fact that like she kind of came first before Madonna, before Gaga, before Britney, before Christina, before Mariah, before that list could go on. But it's like everything that all of them have done all goes back to Cher and all of the stuff that she kind of did. And I am actually I'm like so fucking excited that y'all chose this. I was actually like super glad after the Lawrence Arms episode that I'm not doing that episode because I was like I've flown across the country to see Lawrence Arms. I was like I don't know if I could do a list but Cher, I'm excited for this. And so there's definitely some like weird things on my list, but I have very particular reasons why, and it's because Cher is just like, she's Cher.
She's Cher.
She's perfect.
I'm so glad you mentioned the Kathy Griffin Cher stand-up because that's one of my favorite Cher things in general that exists. Yeah.
Their friendship. Yeah.
Katie, how does pizza happen?
Watch that.
That's not a good
I was
one
like,
by any means.
inspiration.
But that is a pretty okay Kathy Griffin doing Cher.
Honestly, that was pretty solid. I was impressed.
It honestly sounded a lot like her zombies impression.
Jake, all of my impressions are the same person with different fluctuations. I don't know. Anyway, I've been drinking.
I can really only do like a, I'm Cher, bitch.
Was that a...
or Mickey Mouse?
I know, the end was Mickey Mouse.
I can't stop myself. It's
Wait, but do you have a Cher? What's your Cher?
Do I have a Cher impression?
Yeah, I'll do my actual
Oh,
one after you do it.
It's no.
It's the Cher episode. You have to do a Cher impression.
That's it. That's all it is. No words. It's just sound. Oh. And then the word bitch. Obviously, it's like bitch. Oh. Or I don't know. It's bad, and I don't. That was the first. Oh my God! Look at me going first.
Feel
Like
something inside me saying, really. I'm done. I'm sorry. I should have just sat my ass down.
just to echo, get an echo pedal on the board. Wait. Okay. So wait. Then what is your full history with Cher?
My
Shelby?
full history with Cher is that I'm gonna throw this dog. My full history with Cher is that I can really only remember two songs. Like my earliest memory of listening to the radio, there are two songs. One is If It Makes You Happy by Sheryl Crow, but the other one is Believe by Cher. So, Jake, I don't know why you look like this, but it's fine.
I'm just laughing.
So as like, I think
I can't laugh apparently. It's
I don't
legal.
know how old I was, but my earliest memory of listening to the radio in the car was Believe by Cher. So I don't know. I did not listen to her so much in my early life, besides that song. But similar to Casey, Travis and I used to watch a lot of Kathy Griffin stand-up, and she did the Cher, hey Katie, how does pizza happen? Like that stupid fucking impression. And I was like, I haven't listened to Cher, like really listened to Cher. So I think I fell in love with Cher probably like my junior year of high school is when that started actually happening for me. Anyway. So how do you know Cher?
Oh, well, Cher and I go way back, JK, LOL. No, so I don't know. I've just like anybody else who has existed in the world largely, there is some sort of general understanding of who and what Cher is as both an icon and a person. Just Cher exists. Cher has existed and been a staple in like pop music for 4 decades. 7 decades.
Mm.
So
Yes, I would say 60s to now.
60s are present. Yeah. So
Happy 100 years in the entertainment, Cher.
yeah, I mean, truly.
How fucking
So-
dare you?
So to me, there's a level of like, Cher's just always been around, but it wasn't really until, and this is so silly and bad, when I moved to San Francisco and I was like, I'm gay. Me and my other gay friend were sad and bored, and we're like, what should we go do? I don't know. Should we go see Burlesque in theaters? Because isn't that what gay people do? And we're like, okay, yeah, let's go be gay at the Metreon in downtown and go see Burlesque. So we did that. And I was like, oh, go Cher. And then that's kind of it, with the exception of I used to bartend at the Hamburger Mary's in the Castro. That was there for like 2 years. So shout out, that place sucked. They
Wait,
put
Eric, the one that opened recently?
the one that opened recently and then closed with the pandemic.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I refuse to go there.
It was trash, and it was poorly. It was awful, awful, awful. Yeah. And
I want to hear about that later.
okay, yeah. Also, just on the pod, Les Natali is a racist piece of shit, and he is
Thank
the
you.
biggest problem in the Castro. Fuck Les Natali. And if you're friends
Yep.
with him, he's garbage. I hate him so much. Anyways, he's old. That's unfair. He's trash. He sucks. He's a piece of shit. Anyways,
Amen.
shout out to Les Natali.
I thought
And
you
to
meant he's
Badlands.
old hat.
Badlands
Is
Castro.
what you're
Yeah.
Badlands Castro LLC. Wait, okay. So I worked there, and for a while they put on the same loop of video, and it was like music videos, and then somebody's phone recording of a Cher concert that was like 10 minutes long. It was what? Wait. So what songs? Hold on. I have to remember exactly because I wrote this down. It was Lucy, stop. It was a combination of I Turned Back Time and I Found Someone with a 2-minute costume change in between. It was messy and bad, but I love that song. And I was like, ooh, I love this song. Is this Cher? And then that was kind of it. Sorry.
Also, Eric and I were supposed to go see Cher back in May. That
I know, I
then
was
got
just gonna say that.
postponed to October. Which then got canceled. So Cher, I will see you one day. I will see you one day, Cher.
Maybe.
Don't fucking say that.
Honestly, if we could turn back time,
If I can find a way. Yeah.
were we gonna keep going?
I did. Actually,
trying
I
to
left
think.
this out. I did end up seeing her. I think we talked about this, Shelby,
We
because
did talk
I
about
think
this.
we were talking about it at Fest.
Yes.
But yeah, like in December of last year, so right before the world went to fucking hell, I did get to see Cher, and it was magical. And note to self, buy Cher tickets the week before the show instead of like 2 months ahead, because the tickets where we were sitting were like $35 online, but when we bought them, they were like $120. Yeah, it was at the Chase
Oh,
Arena, which like
fuck.
also, I just side note, this story makes me laugh. The Chase Arena, the new one down like a few miles from me, is brand new. It's super tall. And when we got there, I was with a friend who had recently broken her leg, and she needed like a wheelchair because she'd broken her leg and was on crutches. And we asked the like security, is like, hey, is it possible to get a wheelchair just so we can get to our seats? And they were like, yeah, but this is like the most requests we've ever seen, so it might be a while, because all of the crowd was split between, if you go to a Cher show, it's like half elderly and half gay people.
Yes.
And so they were like, all these like, ADA assistants were like super overwhelmed with just like, oh my God, there's so many old people.
Oh
and
my-
it's like, I loved it because I love old people. I think they're hilarious
Yeah.
and wonderful people. But like, yeah, it was just, they were so overwhelmed and it was so sweet. But it was like, yeah, this is an arena where the seats are like at a 90,
Scary.
Yeah.
very high degree angle.
You're essentially sitting on a rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is this the new arena in the dog patch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fancy.
It's very fancy.
I
It is
remember
very
Casey
fancy.
telling me I'm pretty sure you said you either were seeing Cher or had just seen Cher. But I remember thinking, this person is living my dream. This is what I want to do. And like a couple months later, she announced Sacramento, and my mom had been like asking me like, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And And I was like, Cher tickets. And she's like, Cher tickets?
Cher tickets,
Why
bitch.
do you... And she's like, why do you want to see Cher? And I'm like, why wouldn't I want to see Cher? Cher's an amazing performer. What do you mean? And she's like, she's kind of like a little before your time, right? I was like, what the fuck? No.
Cher is timeless.
Exactly.
JK, she has such like specific eras of what is considered pop at the time. I just love it. There's like disco, 80s, 90s, 2000. Like it's just such a distinct divide of like, oh yeah, that was Cher in 1987. Oh yeah, that was Cher in 1996. Oh yes, this was Cher of 73. Like it's very clear.
This was Cher of Sonny and Cher.
Of Sonny and Cher, yeah. Oh, Jake, what is your history with Cher?
I've heard that Believe song and seen her on Scooby Doo.
Honestly, thank you for rounding it out with the Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
of
do
course.
love that.
Yeah.
You really aren't qualified to be making this list, so thank you for moderating.
Yeah, like I said, I know when to take a back seat.
Same. So do I.
Yeah.
I'm so like I would not be good on this list. I would fuck it up. I would have some really awful takes, but again, unfortunately, they would have to stay.
See, I think all of that until I'm like, but I would still like to make this list.
Yeah. Which is
my
it's
favorite.
Still fun.
My favorite thing about this podcast is it shows how eclectic the Lousy Advice band music taste is.
True.
Yeah. We're so good.
Yeah, we're like great.
We're better than great. We're fantastic. We're just so smart, so charming, so eclectic. Jake's word. So good all around. We're just
Intriguing.
yeah. We're everything other than lousy. So shout out to that name pick.
Okay. So I believe we can get on to the rules now that everybody's shared their shared journeys.
Oh.
Are we all gonna do it every time? Okay, yes. Sorry, we.
So
my face is hot. My face is hot.
Well, I'm going to be asking you all trivia questions pertaining to tonight's topic, and the person who gets it first will be the first to get to pick their draft positions for this particular draft. One person will be drafting into positions 11, 10, 6, and 3, which is the lowest placement, but you get 4 picks, and you get the not often used veto override. I think it's only been has that been used yet?
I've used it. We were in cahoots. Do you remember, Jake?
Oh yeah, I texted you.
I was like, I wish I could. I didn't wish that didn't have to get vetoed. And Jake texted me and said, "You can make it not vetoed."
Yeah.
And how does the veto override work again?
So it's that you can override a veto on a choice that is not your own.
Do you want to role play, Eric?
Yes. So I'm gonna say I'm picking Mambo Number 5 by Lou Bega.
I veto that song. Jake, this is you.
Jake.
Oh, and then I'd be like, I want that to be on the list, so I'm gonna override that veto.
So I'm happy because Lou Bega's Mambo Number 5 is still on the list.
Oh, farce. I'm sad because I lost my veto and I got it override.
Oh.
We're never gonna make this list.
It just can't be on your own choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing. It's to override somebody else's pick.
Greatly appreciate that wonderful explanation.
Yes. So the second drafting position is going to be 9, 8, 5, and 2, which is 4 choices right smack dab in the middle of the list. Usually the one that I covet the most personally. And the last drafting position is 7, 4, and 1, which is the least amount of choices, but you get that coveted number 1 spot. While Eric's still laughing.
Shelby's still laughing too. Is that just...
I'll sound like dying dogs.
Each player will also be receiving a veto, which they can use to knock a song choice from its current placement on the list, either because you don't think it belongs on the list or believe it belongs higher up. Whatever the case, it can no longer be replayed in that same spot, and the drafter must choose another song. You can roll over a veto into the next game, but only one single video. So we can get on with it. Any rules, questions before we start here?
I have a question.
What's that?
Where do we stand with vetoes? I know that I do not have an extra veto. Eric.
No, because I've moderated the last like 2.
Right.
So I don't think.
But I don't think you used one on Beach Boys.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh,
So
I
you would have
vetoes?
2. Yes.
Oh, shout out to
Okay.
me.
So Eric has the upper hand.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You have all the power.
Yes.
Just wanted to know the
Different
stats.
artists.
I wanted
Yes.
the stats.
Okay, so I believe we can move on to the trivia question now. To buzz in for the trivia question, just say your name, and then I will call upon you and then you can give the answer. Oh my God, you guys, what is wrong with you right now? Do you guys smoke weed or something?
Oh, yes.
She did. I did not. No. Sorry. We were just sitting here, and Lucy walked out of the door. Well, that's still happening, but Lucy walked out of the door with a bone in her mouth, just like cartoonish and perfect. Like,
Yeah.
But to
Nice.
answer your question, I have been smoking. Thank you, Jake.
I thought you were laughing at Big Bongo still.
oh no, we're honestly, Big Corp is quaking right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so first
sweaty.
trivia question. Cher was paired with Sonny Bono, and it has the word Sonny in it. And there's a television program
Oh.
called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh wow,
Oh,
a reach,
We're
Your
stretching
Honor.
today.
Jake.
We're stretching.
Ugh.
And on one of my favorite episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there was an episode called The Gang Wrestles for the Troops. And there is a professional wrestler on that episode. Who
Oh.
plays that professional wrestler?
Like the wrestler's name,
Yes.
Eric.
Can we get like
Yes?
a hint?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, that's incorrect.
God fucking damn it, Jake.
Ugh.
Leave it to you.
Um,
to
The
do
wrestler
this.
the wrestler was famous for wearing a kilt.
I still don't know. the answer.
Wait, is his name Brett?
No,
Oh.
what is that?
Well, no, sorry. I thought there was a. Whatever. It's my brain.
Okay, so the answer was Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, okay.
Good
Wow,
thing that's a
the
question
maniac.
all three of us could answer.
I
So
like wrestling, but not that much.
Cher and Sonny were also on Scooby-Doo,
Shout out.
correct?
Yes.
And there was a Scooby-Doo film released this year, and it's animated. Who voiced Fred Jones in the new Scooby-Doo movie?
Eric.
Yes.
Fred Jones.
Yes, Fred.
No, that's my answer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Because I mean, technically, I'm not wrong. Fred Jones, it's character in character. Okay, hold on. Is it Freddie Prinze Jr.?
He's in the
No,
live action
that's
one.
incorrect.
That's
I
like
love him.
that would be a trick question.
Because
This
Matthew-
actor was a Disney Channel star.
Oh.
Casey,
Yes,
is it Jason Earls from Hannah Montana?
that's incorrect.
Shelby.
Shot in the fucking dark.
Yes,
Is it Zac Efron?
that is correct, Shelby.
Was it really?
Zac Efron.
I love when that
Really?
happens.
wow. Go
I want
off.
number 1.
Dang.
You'll take 7, 4, and 1.
Yes. Thank you.
Good
What?
guess. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
That's what I get for being a High School Musical stan.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't think of Zac Efron as a Disney Channel star. I think of it as so much more.
He has definitely progressed in his life, but he is the OG Disney Channel pretty boy
Yeah.
that I love so dearly.
Okay, so since I don't know much about Cher, we're going to continue down this Scooby-Doo line of
Oh my
Thanks.
god.
and because I only had those 2 questions prepared,
Oh.
because I thought everybody knows who Rowdy Roddy Piper is. I'm walking around in my world saying this to myself today.
I love that little bubble perspective.
I love imagining what your world is.
Who? So in Scooby-Doo the movie, the first one, who played Velma?
Eric.
Fuck.
Yes,
Linda Cardellini.
that is correct.
Oh
I just
my
wanted to let you
God.
hang on it.
Okay, no, because legit for a second I was like, I may have gotten the character names confused, and I was gonna say Sarah Michelle Gellar. But I'm really happy that I said Linda Cardellini again because
this was an answer to a question last week. We
Yes.
love Linda Cardellini here.
I was gonna say that. I was like, why do I know that? And why why was that like something that was planted in my brain like a week ago?
Linda Cardellini.
Exactly a week ago.
Honestly, she's fucking cool.
She
like, I
is.
do really love. I know we already did this last week, but like, shout out Linda
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Cardellini.
she was on. Was she on that show that we talked about or something?
Dead to Me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Have y'all seen the deleted scenes from that Scooby-Doo?
No.
A,
movie?
it makes the movie make so much more sense. And B, that
It's-
movie was going to be really sexual and very adult.
Was it?
Yeah, there's already a lot of weird sex stuff in it.
Yeah, you can watch all the deleted scenes online. I mean, it's a fun movie. Like, I watched it like 100 times as a kid
Yeah.
or a young adult because I just loved it. But like, the deleted scenes are fucking wild.
You know what? I just recently found out that makes me a little frustrated. So when I watched this movie, this is such a tangent. Howdy, Cher. When I watched this movie, the ride in the movie where they go through like that haunted house, I was like, this should be a ride. Why is this not a ride at an amusement park? And it is. And I found out it's an indoor roller coaster where you literally go through that area and then you get in an elevator, it takes you up, and then it's like Space Mountain, but like the Crazy Mouse version.
Yeah, it's the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster.
It's it's the coolest. And I've never ridden it, and I'm mad that I just found out about it like a month ago.
That's awesome.
I know, isn't
It's
that
that-
the coolest concept?
It's in Australia.
Yes.
Oh,
Shout out Australia. Like, bring me there for the ride. That sentence was
when
really
we
weird.
tour Australia, we have to go to. It's at Warner Brothers Movie World.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
We have to go. Okay. That means it's my pick.
Yes,
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. What are my options again?
you get either 11, 10, 6, and 3, or 9, 8, 5, and 2.
I'm going to go 9852, please.
Okay, Casey, that is going to leave you 11, 10, 6, and 3.
so that means I get the not only a veto but the veto override.
Yes, you do.
Indeed.
Get also get
Okay.
the veto override.
So you have the most picks and the most power.
It's gonna get used.
Oh, I don't know. So I was telling Eric this over the Instagram. I started off with I went through all of Cher's discography, which there was some of it that I had never heard. I took a list that went from 39 songs to 23 down to 11. So
Yeah.
and even my 11, I'm like, there's only maybe like a couple things that I feel like need to be on it. So okay.
Yeah.
I think we
It's-
all feel the same way.
I know, because it's, yeah. This is, okay, I'm so excited. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
It's
For-
your disgusting foot out
for,
of the frame.
For like,
I just know.
what is that website for celebrity feet? Do we know?
I don't know, but I want to be on it one day.
Oh, I forget what it's called. I said I was going to look this up. Whatever.
Are Cher's feet on there?
They might be. Probably.
Oh.
But yeah, so that person doesn't
All
like
right.
me.
I want to know this now.
What I would do to see Cher's feet. I don't know why.
I wonder if she shared her feet.
Is it Wiki?
Wiki feet? Sorry.
Wow.
That's the one. Wiki feet.
We're really falling off the fucking
We are.
rails,
I'm going to
guys.
edit a lot. Oh, whose feet are those?
Oh no!
Whose feet
Are those Cher's
Are
feet?
those Cher's?
Those are Cher's feet.
Yes.
Yes,
oh
they
my
are.
God.
Look at that dress that's right
If
behind
you
the
wanna
ankles.
know if she loves you so, it's in her feet. That's where they are.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, the list.
Yeah, let's do the.
Oh,
let's do
yeah.
that.
We're enjoying
We're here
it.
for a reason.
About feet. We're here to talk about Cher songs.
My
Yes.
favorite part, Jake, is that the background cuts off before you
I
can
know, right
even
before
see
the fucking
toes.
toe. Yeah, that's why I was like, I gotta send you the picture because you can't see it. Okay, so starting with number 11 here is gonna be Casey's pick. We need you for the number 11 canon, definitive, sealed in the vault, best of Cher list.
Okay. So number 11, so Eric and I talked about this, and I was, because I felt like we all needed clarity that like pretty much all of Cher's discography was allowed, including the most recent, I guess you could call it a cover album because it is all covers, but like there's a lot of Cher music that's covers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because there's other songs on my list that I believe.
Shout out.
No, actually aren't covers. There was one on my discards that was a cover. But so I'm gonna do Waterloo from Dancing Queen. Yeah. And I'm gonna clarify two things. One, that's my only song from Dancing Queen because I made myself do that. Could not have more than that.
It's easy to want more, and I get that.
It's hard to not have more. And the reason why that song was I listened to the whole record again, because to me, like, that whole record is just one fucking song. I feel like out of all of the ABBA songs, which, by the way, if you didn't know, she is doing a second cover record.
Of ABBA songs?
So we're getting another one. Yes, all ABBA songs.
Wow.
And I was looking at her Wikipedia today. Even though I knew Jake probably wouldn't do actual Cher trivia, I was like, ooh, let's see what else is going on. And so supposedly she's right now working on another ABBA record and an autobiographical movie, which I am just so excited for.
Yes.
I know it's like
Whoa.
we've needed it, and I feel like based off like all of the past, like we've had the like Freddie Mercury and the Elton John. We need a Cher.
We need a Cher.
Yeah.
Those were
Broadway also take notes.
That.
Oh, there was.
Oh, wait, no, there is one. No,
Yeah,
there is
the
one
Cher
because I
show.
cried when I watched the bootleg of it on YouTube. Okay, sorry. We're back. I'm sorry.
But I felt like Waterloo, out of all of them, took the original and not only made it better, but I feel like kind of reinvigorated it, because I did go back and listen to every one of those ABBA songs. And I was like, honestly, Waterloo, Cher takes it and picks it up, and it just has like such, like, the recording too is just so, it's like heavy. It's kind of like that like swingy rock and roll. And to reference something that was on my short list, it reminds me of, and we'll see if this comes up later. I doubt any of y'all have heard this. I was really excited. I actually didn't know about it until I was starting to put together my list, that Cher did a song with Meatloaf.
Yes.
Called Died Bringer for Love. And it gives me those vibes in like Waterloo is the most rock and roll thing that Cher has done in the past like couple decades, and that's why it's on my list.
Hell yeah.
She made that version so fun. I also have a Cher ABBA song on my list. We'll see if it makes it to the actual list, but she made that so fun. You really nailed it on the head with, of all of the ABBA songs that she covered, she really did bring a little bit extra to that song specifically.
And live, so much fun.
Don't rub it in.
One day.
One day, I'll get my Cher.
I love that. No, I mean, I'll get my. Oh my god, we're gonna keep.
Sorry.
That's honestly like, because when we were starting to do the podcast, one of the first bands that I wanted to do, or groups, was ABBA. So like that is, I love that, because I mean ABBA's sick.
Yeah, totally.
I think ABBA's fantastic. They write amazing songs. End of story.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I usually prefer the Swedish hits gone metal versions of those.
Jacob, I cannot with you. Do you know how many times we heard that version of Mamma Mia on tour?
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
So every time we heard the original Mamma Mia, Jake put on the metal Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
it's so
time,
good
without
too.
fail.
That
We
guy's
listened to it twice in a row.
Wait, Jake, you need to send me this, because
yes, definitely.
the list of like bands that I sent to do this like game with y'all with, I can't remember, did I send it to Eric or Jake? I can't remember.
Eric.
Was like half metal bands, and like honestly, I do kind of want Jake and I, even if it's not recorded, Jake, we should do a Slipknot one.
We should definitely do that. I would love that.
That would be such a rager.
I would love to moderate that.
I would love to do that.
Just Jake and I head-to-head battle.
I forgot that Cher was in the iconic film Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
She was.
The sequel.
Yes.
Yes. The famous sequel. Didn't they have to reuse some songs?
I don't know. I've never seen either of them, to be
They
honest with
did.
you.
Also, the soundtracks to those are both good. Anyway, ABBA's great.
And so is Cher.
And yeah, and so is Cher.
Oh
So
my
is
God.
everybody fine with
Yeah.
The cover of Waterloo at number 11.
Yes,
love it.
100% great choice.
Okay, so we will lock that one in. And it's still the Casey show here as we're getting into the number 10 pick.
Okay, and remind me, 11, 10, 6, and 3?
6 and 3.
Okay. Sorry, I have a spreadsheet, so I am...
I love that.
I
Jake didn't even make a list, and Casey has a spreadsheet.
I once did I'll have to send it around. It's insane. I did a spreadsheet for like my top 10 albums of the year by ranking every song on a 5-point Jake. I just noticed the background.
More More Cher feed.
For those who don't know what happened just now, Jake just made his background of our Skype call another picture of Cher's feet.
Sorry.
Deceased.
Spreadsheet.
Wow.
Your albums of the year with a 5-point system. I'm intrigued by
that.
this.
Oh yeah, and so I left it up to rating each song.
Wow.
And then did an equation that was beep boop, figure out the averages and correlate.
Do you have a copy of those
Alan
formulas?
Turing over
Thanks.
here.
It was my winter depression stoned piece of art.
I love that.
It's amazing.
I mean, what a good systematic way to catalog that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think it was 2017 or 18. I don't know. Okay. So this one's mine again. All right. I told Eric I have a couple of hot takes, and this is one of them. And I decided I'm sticking to my list.
Okay.
I'm not gonna move things around.
Rearrange to get what you really are passionate about on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So at number 10, I want to do a classic, but a specific version. So at number 10 want I Got You Babe, but I want and this is no disrespect to the original or any other version because there's 100. I want the Beavis and Butthead version.
Oh,
that's a good
if you have not seen it, it is magical. It's from 91 or 93, and it is Beavis and Butthead doing I Got You Babe with fucking Cher, and it's better than the original because it kind of has the if I could turn back time, 80s hair metal vibe with the chugging guitars, and then it's Beavis and Butthead doing kind of their music video reacts, but essentially just to this Cher song. The video is incredible. They're doing
I'm
VR
watching it right now a little bit.
Yeah, they're doing VR and in Cher world, and Cher is horny for Butthead, and it is amazing. And
yeah, this is something else.
Okay.
Oh my God,
We're watching
yeah.
a commercial right now. We're not watching the real thing.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, we have no choice but to leave this.
Yeah.
We must leave it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna allow this.
What a Casey,
choice.
when you were messaging me and saying any variation, I thought it was you were talking about covers or what. I didn't know that it was gonna be this wild, but I'm very happy that you chose this song.
And it's it doesn't feel out of super far left field because it is available on Spotify. So I was okay.
Yeah.
It's canonically Cher.
Yeah, and I feel it's a song I don't really I'll be honest, I don't care much for the Sunny Cher because I know a little bit about the history of Sunny and Cher, and it's not an Ike and Tina Turner situation, but there's always been this attitude of Sunny's kind of a dick. I mean, he was mayor of Palm Springs.
Look
so
at Chaz.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, how old was Cher when they got together?
16.
She was.
So it is. There's that.
Yeah, there was also that.
There's that.
He was much older.
And
her.
I don't know. I think the thing I put in my notes, and yes, I took notes, is I just feel it shows that Cher has such a sense of humor about herself and about her own catalog and career. And And I just felt like that encompassed it so well.
Yeah.
Like she's literally like allowing Beavis and Butthead, which like if you think about it at the time in the 90s was like such a like everyone either loved it or hated it.
Yeah.
And there's like a great moment where Cher like hits this like I also think this is like peak Cher recording era, like late 80s, into the mid 2000s Believe album, where her voice is just like perfect. But it's also like she allows for the Sunny part to be taken over by Beavis, who like is just like and it's like just what the fuck? What other pop star would allow that?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yes. So I'm glad y'all agree. Please, everyone, watch it because it's just so good. I watched it like 3 times today.
How
It's great.
silly. I can't even believe that exists.
I love that. I love that made it to the list.
Yeah.
Specifically because honestly, that song
Yeah, but
was
fishing. Okay, sorry.
that song was
Just
number
not
9
going
on my
here.
list, so I agree with where that song generally should be placed.
It was number 8 on my list.
See, so it seems like there's some synergy here,
Yeah.
but specifically the fact that it's the Beavis and Butthead version, you know what? That tracks for this group of people drafting. So that is canon. You're right, Casey. That's canon.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
100.
I'm not vetoing. I'm keeping.
Yeah, it'd be a crime.
Okay, so we're gonna lock in. I'm writing it down as I Got You, Babe. Feet. Beavis and Butthead.
Tight.
Kudos,
Ah.
Jake.
And so it's going to be locked in at number 10 here, which is going to move us on to the number 9 slot, which is going to be, we're going to move from the Casey show to the one who wants the attention, Mr. Eric show.
That's me. Yes. Shout out me.
It's your turn. It's your turn to take over.
Okay, I have it on Spotify, and Shelby is giving me looks.
I'm not
I,
giving
I just
anyone
saw a
one.
look.
I realized I was being a cheater, so I was like, oh.
My number 8.
I
my
saw Eric mouth "I know" in like a knowing way. So I'm interested to hear
Well,
what this is.
So it's not bad. It's a great song. I feel like it's from an album that isn't necessarily the best,
Great.
but it's a fantastic
Is
song.
this an art pop moment?
I don't know enough about Cher's history to make that statement.
Arguably.
Arguably.
Maybe?
It is from her 1982 album, I Paralyze. It is the first song, Rudy.
Oh.
Always on my mind. No?
Play a little bit of it for us.
Boop, boo, doo, love.
Oh.
Do we know this song? It was like the intro. It was like her really starting to embrace that like rock and roll. It was like because there's a level of era of like 3 albums where she was like doing Van Halen.
It's very new wavy.
And so this was like a blend of going into what would become 80s aesthetic. So it was like kind of fun like pop wave shit, but it still had that edge of like hair metal pop. That was
always
cool.
been just
Also
a
a cover.
little bit ahead
Also
of
a
her
cover.
time.
Is it a cover?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well,
covered.
okay,
didn't know
so
that.
I
I
didn't
feel
know that
like
either.
we can't really talk about unless something is a very blatant cover.
Completely. Yeah.
This era of pop star is so just like
Re-recording.
mostly re-recordings.
Yeah.
Like I ended up in a Tina Turner hole today, because I was just falling down like the Cher hole into other pop stars, and like I was watching an interview with Tina Turner and Larry King where Larry King was like talking about like, oh, so you don't write your own music, so like the A&R dudes just like hand you songs and you choose what you like and don't like. And she was like, yeah, as long as I like it, I'll put it on my record. And I was like, so this is how things used to work.
I mean, shout out to that kind of.
But
I love that.
I'm not gonna veto it. I don't know how you feel, Shelby. The reason why is I fucking love this album cover.
Okay, so that's
I am obsessed.
So this is the album cover that I'm using for our
Episode?
episode. Yes, because it's so good.
It's good.
It's like these
Yeah.
glasses, I want them. The like black background and like the bright yellow cursive, like it looks like a cool diner from space look. Like she's
Yes.
just sick. So do you not like the song?
No, I do enjoy the song.
This is a
so
Cher best of list. Which I'm
yeah,
not saying
I'm
it's not.
I mean,
I'm just
the-
saying.
I was a little surprised. Like, I was kind of expecting everyone to come in with, like, I essentially thought we would be going over the Cher greatest hits compilation and just reordering, which, like, I don't think there's any songs that really aren't on that for me. But there are songs that were on my, like, longer list that were very much like, oh, yeah, this wouldn't end up on Cher's greatest hits.
And to me, I'm like, we're not her record label, but we are in charge of her discog in this moment. So I'm gonna go
Yes.
ahead and just
Good for you.
yeah.
That's
I
definitely.
thought we were just going to talk about the Cher fitness video. If I'm being honest with you.
Oh,
I don't know the Cher
I
Fitness
honestly
video.
feel like we could do a whole second episode about everything Cher has done
Yes.
otherwise.
Well, that's the trickiest part is how long she has like the lasting imprint of Cher in pop culture is so expanded. It's hard to be like, oh, remember when she did this? And again, it's
Yeah, I was like,
How-
are we
she's-
going to talk about the West Side Story video?
yeah. There's
Are we going to talk about the? If it ends up, I'm going to reveal my only veto for the night because I know none of you are going to pick it.
It's gonna be. on
Did
this
y'all
list.
happen to see the song that the only song she's put out this year?
Hey Joe.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Did you actually listen to it?
I would
No, I
also.
didn't. I did
would
not.
also. I did, and I would also.
so isn't that a re-recording of a song that she did in the 60s?
I don't think she did it, but someone
It
else
was- it
did.
was
But it is.
she
I
had a
have
different
never-
Joe song.
I thought it was
I
called
think.
Hey Joe.
I thought it was just Joe.
Oh.
No, it's like
I could
Joe,
be
I
wrong. She
Want
has
You
like
as my
26 albums.
president.
It's really
She
hard
does.
to keep up.
Too many
Oh,
Joes.
It's-
hap-
Hey Joe is
happiness
like
is a thing called
Hey
Joe.
Joe is like a standard rock song, right? It's like a rock standard, but it's the most famous version is the Jimi Hendrix one.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could go through all of Cher's like everything. Like I honestly started compiling stuff because I was like, oh, I need to send y'all this if you haven't seen it. Like the Beavis and Butthead, the West Side Story, the Tina Turner, Elton John, and Cher doing Proud Mary.
I've seen that shit. That's great.
Like
That
yeah,
is
like
good
there's
video.
just so much Cher that like yeah, but to go back to the Joe Biden song, there's one line in it that I mean, first of all, it ends on her going, President Joe, Joe,
Yeah.
President Joe. It was too much.
100%.
But I was like, yeah, one of the lyrics is Joe will keep us safe. That's all we need to know. And
Oh.
I was like, nope. If anyone tries to play that, I'm using anything in my power.
Someone needs to get Cher off Twitter.
Yeah. We could do a whole episode about her Twitter.
Yeah, we truly could do a whole episode about her Twitter.
No, but Rudy's a good one. I really actually enjoy, and like I hadn't listened to kind of parts of her older catalog until like since like college, so it was nice to go back and listen to like that record and then the two disco records before it. None of the songs ended up on my top 11, but the title track from one of the songs did end up in my like discards pile.
Okay.
But like yeah, those disco records are fun. And also the like from pretty much like the late 70s on, all of her record covers are just magical.
Or iconic. They're just perfect.
Take Me
Well-
Home is the song that was on my discards pile that like
Yeah.
that record is so it's just like I mean it's good like disco background music.
Yeah. I mean, I love Take Me Home. Okay, yeah. I mean, we could even have a whole conversation about the Bob Mackie looks of everything Cher and how all of it.
I will say there were some of my choices were decided like there's one choice in particular that made my list because of like the video look or like the live look, or like this song has more cultural relevance. So there's some on my list that I think are like interesting for the fact that they're not about the song, but more about the relevance.
Yeah. No, like the just general cultural relevance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, totally
Like
agree.
there's one song that almost didn't make it. We'll get there.
So, yeah. So we're
Okay,
fine
so-
with Rudy.
Yeah, I'm great with that.
Rudy at number 9.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
I
I-
can't
we
think
can lock
of
it
very
in.
much of Cher that I would veto, if any.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
I mean, you think you don't have to veto a person, and then they play drunk tweets, and then you got to pull it out.
Jake, I'm
Um,
gonna. You know what?
That's Shelby. That's one of the ones I texted Jake about.
It's fine because you know why? Because it was my choice.
But it was a bad
choice.
one.
You
And
stuck,
that's
but you stuck by it.
Fine.
You stuck by it.
Even Brendan Kelly doesn't like that song.
That's fine. I feel like Brendan Kelly does not like most things about himself, and that's okay.
Ooh.
It's true.
We stand a self-hating queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Sam Smith. Okay.
So we're still on the Eric show here. All
Yes,
the spotlight
we are.
is on you
I love
at
it.
number 8 here.
Okay. So, Casey, you were just talking about a song.
Mm.
I did play it higher, but because we already covered the I Got You Babe of it all, I am going to play Take Me Home on number 8. Because
I like that song.
it's going back and listening again. I didn't realize that this was a Cher song, but it is an iconic disco song of like
Yeah.
disco as a genre. It is one of these songs. And so for me, it's like, oh, it's great. And like just like that fun, like fluty build, like ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Like it's just like, ooh, it's great. It's perfect.
It made my list.
It made your list too.
Yeah.
Oh, gorge. Yeah. So, Take Me Home.
A good
Yeah,
spot
it
for
was on my discards, but I'm happy to keep it there.
Cool.
It's a fun song. We were just talking about it. Like it's a fun record. Cause yeah, if y'all haven't seen the record, I'm making it my background.
Oh, it's
That
iconic.
album cover
Yeah,
is
definitely.
phenomenal.
Eric and I were just talking about this right before the podcast. In that's a record that I really could just put on and listen to all the way through.
Yeah.
It really.
It looks like it's out of Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Oh, truly.
Yeah.
Casey, you look fantastic right
I-
now.
I'm lining. Ooh,
You have Cher's hair. You have Cher hair.
I've had my hair pink for years, and I'm thinking, I don't know,
Maybe
should we go
they-
dark, like a dark purple, like Cher?
Oh, I would love to see that.
Ask for this headdress for Christmas.
Let's make
move.
it.
That's a real move.
Share music video. Let's rage. Share themed. Cool.
A great choice. I will absolutely not veto that.
So
That
we're-
made my list.
We're not gonna Rudy shame me.
No.
Like.
There's
Rudy.
no shame. There's no there's no hatred yet.
No shame in the share game.
No shame
Yeah.
in the Cher game.
Feel free to
That's right.
share your soul with everybody here tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And off of that terrible thing, if there's no vetoes, we're gonna move on to Shelby's first pick.
Number 7?
Yes, number 7.
I have 7. What are my numbers? I do this every
7,
week.
4, and 1.
7, 4, and 1. Every week, I never know. Okay. Okay, so I have to rearrange my list because I can't justify having 2 songs from the ABBA cover record on our top 10.
I am probably gonna rearrange my list too at this point. So
I can't
So-
remember. Did you guys put the
no
Phoebe
shame
Bridgers
in that.
cover on the Spanish love songs list?
I did.
They did.
And it was
You did?
You know what? And it was meant to be there for sure.
It should be.
It's good. It's really good.
So, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna rearrange a little bit. So I'm gonna go with Dark Lady.
Oh, that was my number 9, so I'm fine with that.
So that was my number 10 initially, but there's some songs that did end up on the list already, and it's just like a whole thing. You know, we rearrange our lists to get the songs that we care about on there. So I'm gonna go with Dark Lady. I love that song. It's fantastic. It's the one song. Okay, so I should specifically say that it's the version from Half Breed, because there's 2. There's the record Dark
Oh.
Lady, and then there's a version of the song on there. And I don't know that they're completely different. They're mostly the same, but I'm choosing the one from Half Breed specifically.
Okay.
Wait, I don't see it on Half Breed, at
You
least
don't
on
see it?
Spotify. No, it's only on Dark Lady. Oh, okay. So on Spotify, I found this a little confusing. On Spotify, there's like Half Breed 1973,
And
and that's
then-
the like cover where she's in like on the horse.
Yes.
And then
I'm
there's
talking
Half
about the one that's
Breed-
just her face with that purple background with her beautiful tiny eyebrows.
Okay, so I did try to find out. I think that's like a greatest hits of that time.
Is it? Because it's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Interesting.
no. I totally had that too. I think that's like a greatest hits because it has stuff from the Dark Lady record, Half Breed record, and from Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves record.
Slurs and slurs and slurs.
Yeah. Okay. So that was.
Yeah. Slurs and
So-
slurs and slurs.
That was an air joke. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I stole.
I
that
just
from
made
you.
that.
can't
I was
take
making
credit.
that joke
No,
when I was
but-
listening to it.
I was actually gonna bring that up. Like that is. I'm glad Dark Lady was chosen. That's the reason why I'm not vetoing and I'm not gonna touch it because I feel like out of Half Breed, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, which she does like a medley on the Farewell live record, the Farewell tour live record, which is like one of my favorite Cher pieces because I like live records, even though like it was probably done in a studio.
See,
It just
I'm into
sounds.
that too, though. I get that.
So I also
Yeah.
love live records because they are actually live.
But I love the Cher live record. Same. But I love the Cher live record because you know it's live, but it's still like it's more that it was taken into a studio and it was tweaked to all mother hell
Yeah.
and then released.
They're
but
like,
it's
this
like
sounds just live enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
that Farewell tour was one of the like I remember being a kid. And I feel like that there was like a Backstreet Boys concert that like this was like when like ABC or NBC would like record and like stream live shows like that on special occasions. And I remember Cher's was one of them. There was like a Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or I can't remember.
I think there was a
But,
Celine
like-
Dion one.
Yeah, and there was like the recording is so nice and like certain songs, like with a lot of live performances get sped up or slowed down or more dramatic or blah blah blah. And like I feel there was where I was going. There was a medley of I think it was Half Breed, Dark Lady, and Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. And I was like, those three songs to me are so tied together. But of the three, Dark Lady was on my list because it's the better of the three.
Agreed.
And then on top of that, out of the three, it's the least problematic
Yeah.
Also agreed.
because I do like all those songs. It's just so hard to justify them. And I did do the kind of like Google, Cher, Half Breed, problematic. Like, I want to learn. Like,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
yeah.
like what is everyone's opinion on this? Because I think Half Breed is a little problematic. I think Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves is problematic. I think Dark Lady's problematic because she talks about gypsies in there, and it's this like, if you actually go read Cher's personal life, she was born in California to like.
In El
I'm not gonna.
Centro.
In El
Word up. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna. I can't remember exactly what her parents were, what their backgrounds were, but she's not really any of those things.
I thought
It-
she was half native. No.
I don't think so. I'd have to go
Really?
double
I thought
check.
that she was.
I'll Google it real fast. It says I'm at a computer.
Commissioner,
Google.
please.
We need a verdict.
So I just Googled Cher Native American, and it says Cher played up her Native American ancestry with costumes and headdresses, making her easily associated with her Native American ancestry. And those Cher's father was Armenian, and her mother was of Irish, German, and English descent. Cher also has Native American blood thanks to her mom's side of the family. So she seems like one of those white people that is like,
That's like,
yeah,
I'm
I'm like
12%.
part Cherokee.
Cherokee, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, when I put together my list, I was like, I really love all of those songs for different reasons. But I was like, Dark Lady kind of just is like sticks out as being just it's a better song, but also like doesn't feel as icky listening to it in 2020.
Yeah, agreed.
I can
yeah.
agree with that, yeah. And I think that is the only song from that Shera. Get it?
Okay,
Get
that
it?
was really
Whoa.
That I
great.
that I
Boo.
chose. Hey, that was good. Fuck you, Jacob. Yeah. So Dark Lady, that's my choice.
Cool. I stand. Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
keep it.
I also love the Dark Lady album cover.
It's really nice.
It is a good one.
It's like that
I just
that famous French poster, Le Petit Chat,
The Petit Cher?
the little cat, right? It was like the cat like stretching and like a long tail. No? No.
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 Oh.
Oh.
No.
No.
I'm in France. Oh. Sorry. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna leave Dark Lady. I'm good with that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. No veto.
Okay, so Dark Lady is locked in here, and that's good to move us to Casey's second to last pick
Ooh.
at number 6.
Oh my God, Jake, you make that sound so sad.
You know, I just want to express that we're, the plane's taken off, and the runway
Oh my
is we're running out of runway here.
Okay. Oh, this is where it gets challenging.
This is when you veto people and expect them to play 100 Resolutions, and then they play Faintly Falling Ashes instead.
Fuck you. I am dying of anticipation right now.
Believe.
Whoa. You're playing that at
That's
what?
pretty
Number
low.
6?
Yeah.
It's a little low for me,
Oh.
dog. Not gonna
I
lie.
felt like that was.
You know-
Okay, can I say? I felt like that was gonna be like the Kokomo pick of this
Really?
list.
No, that's a
Yeah,
great
I felt
song.
like everybody's gonna be like, "That's so overrated. That's
No.
so
No.
mainstream
It's not
that
overrated.
it doesn't need to make the list."
So I love that song.
It's a great song.
I also love that song.
I think that whole record is really good. I think there's just better songs, and I understand the cultural relevance, because that song not only like reinvigorated her career for the 4th time,
Yeah.
but like I think also like put her back in the cultural consciousness. I think everything. I just think there's better Cher songs. Like I had her at number 7. I had Believe at number 7. And there are still songs higher than that. And I gotta put it there. And I'm open, I'm open to someone vetoing it, but like I gotta drop it in there, because I think we have better things ahead of us.
Okay, so did I have it higher? Yes. Do I agree with what you're saying? Yes.
Do I agree with what you're saying? Also, yes.
Yeah. So, because to me, yes, it did revitalize her career. It was kind of a game changer. It also ushered in what would become a fairly iconic sound in the music industry, autotune, as a tool.
And I will say that actually doesn't take a point off for me. Like
No.
the
No, absolutely.
autotune thing,
No,
I actually, if you listen to
It makes
how
the
it's
song.
used, and I actually saved something and I'll send it to you later. There is a performance where she is on Letterman.
yes, that one. Yes.
Yes, and she has 2 microphones.
Yep.
And there's
Well,
actually
autotune mic.
the moment to me that was actually, this is just a general Cher moment, but there's this amazing moment where Letterman's introducing her, and all of a sudden you hear Cher interrupt Letterman, which they have a history, but like Cher interrupts Letterman to be like, "Oh, and don't forget to plug the CD." Don't forget to talk about it. And I love the like Letterman being like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" To being like a fucking promoter at a like DIY show to fucking Cher being like, "Are y'all ready? Are you plugged in? Are you good to go? Can we kill the lights?" Like,
yeah.
I love that moment, and I love this song, and I love everything. There's better.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's
But
fine.
feel free to
It's
be.
fine, Casey. You feel your feelings. I also believe. Oh my God!
Do you believe?
I also believe that it was higher on my list, but I can. It's fine.
yeah.
I can live with where it's at because it's on the list. It's a great song. I agree.
It's 100% one of those songs for me too that's like I wanted it to be on the list. Where it landed on the list, because like I could argue that it's lower on the list, but I could also argue that it is higher on the list. Like there's either, no matter where it really was, just because of its iconic status as like that is Cher in such a big way.
Do you know what it's like? This is the best
To be
way
the
I can
bad
describe
man, to be the
that
sad
song.
man behind blue eyes.
To me, Believe is the song that if you're listening to, like, I listen to all my music on shuffle. Like,
Okay.
about 75% of the time, I listen to like my entire library. Just,
Shout
I
out
don't know,
iPod.
Spotify hasn't cut me off, but I probably have like at least 75 to like a 9,000 songs or whatever.
Yeah.
If Believe comes on, half the time I'll skip it.
Ooh.
But if I'm out
I
in
won't.
public, or if I'm at karaoke, or if I'm like anywhere in public, I will fucking have that. I will be humming it. I will be singing it if I'm drunk, or like it's totally a song I do at karaoke.
You will defend it.
Yes, I will defend it. I will also. It's the same thing with like what you were saying about the autotune, is I will defend that.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're saying generally that the song "Believe" by Cher is a song about community. Is what you're saying?
yeah,
You share
a
it in
community
public
experience.
groups with others, with other folks, with other.
I didn't know where that was going, but I get it now.
Yeah, it's like we share with others. I don't know, whatever. That was like low key a joke, but also not really. Just in the sense that it's like it's one of those songs that you like, sure, but it's more of like a communal enjoyment of the thing.
It's like being
Whether
a social
it's-
drinker.
Yes, exactly.
yeah. It's like I'm Coming Out by, is that Diana Ross? Yeah,
Yes.
Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Like it's like that.
I agree with that. I don't agree with that. I skip it because normally I won't. But I get where you're coming from, and I feel like a lot of
And-
people would agree with that.
And like we'll talk about it in the discards, but like All or Nothing is also on that record.
Okay.
And a lot of songs on that record sound kind of the same.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Yeah.
So I believe the
okay.
song is locked in at
Yes,
number
it's
6.
locked in.
I think so.
Wow.
Believe.
Believe.
I just wanted it to be. A song so culturally relevant that Me First and the Gimme Gimmes covered it.
Every
Oh, I
episode.
forgot
Yeah.
they did it.
Just want
They
to
did.
say that.
Second me first shout out on the podcast.
I believe so, because I think I forget what the other. Oh, it was Soup John B.
Yes,
Right.
that is correct.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna go over the list so far since we're halfway done with this bad boy. What?
No, continue.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not nothing.
Are you trying to punk me?
Yeah, with Chance the
Okay.
Rapper.
Okay. On Quibi.
Chance the
R.I.P.
Rapper? He's the new host of Punked.
Was it on Quibi?
It was on Quibi, the famously
R.I.P.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Quibi. Yeah, so one of the pilot shows for
They made Punk?
one of the pilot shows for the platform was a revitalization of Punked, and Chance was the Ashton of the Quibi
Yes.
version. I didn't get to watch it. I did have Quibi for a second. And to full shout out though, those Reno 911 episodes are
Those are
fucking
good.
They're
Good.
so
Those are
good.
So I'm gonna go over the list so far here. At 11 we have Waterloo, her cover of Waterloo. At 10 we have I Got You Babe, Feet, Beavis and Butthead. At number 9 we have
BFF.
Rudy. At number 8 we have Take Me Home. At number 7 we have Dark Lady. At number 6 we have Believe. And at number 5 we have Eric's next pick.
Oh my god, are you guys ready for me to be
Did you
controversial
like that?
yet brave?
Did you like that
Oh
thing
my
I just
God.
I did love it.
I know what it's going to be.
You because you read my list?
No, I don't. I
Oh.
was just being dramatic.
Oh, it's If I Could Turn Back Time.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's the other Cher song.
Veto.
I wrote 2 Cher songs.
Really? Veto.
You're vetoing that? You don't like
I
that
am.
song?
I love that song.
Oh, because you want it higher?
Mm. Mm.
You okay? I'm getting big. I'm getting a lot here.
I have a hard time because it's not my absolute favorite Cher song, but it's very high up there. It's very, very high. And I know that it's very, very standard. And that's fine because I feel the way
truly-
that I feel.
I truly didn't realize I was gonna be the bad pick queen on this episode. I did not realize.
Yeah, that was my number 1.
Yeah. See, it was my number 2. So I
Oh.
can't. Yeah. It's vetoed.
Okay.
For the
Yeah,
best intentions. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. 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 Then I'm gonna go ahead and pick I Found Someone instead.
I like that
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
We're happier with this?
Yeah.
We're happier
Yeah.
with that? Okay.
Number 6 was, so I had 2, and I'm not going to say the other one, but I had 2 from that record that were battling each. I spent, that was the longest. I spent a good hour watching live versions of both I Found Someone and I won't say the other song. What were you watching?
What
Jake?
were
I
you
just-
watching?
Yeah,
Jake?
we're all
I heard a-
dying to know.
I heard a.
Yeah, we heard
It
a...
was
Far
that
away.
TikTok.
Oh, the one that I sent you?
Yes.
Oh,
Thanks,
okay.
Matt.
I was like, that was a consensual moan. This is...
Well, it was because this person is paying to smell socks. So
Yeah, which we love a foot
It's
moment.
been a while since you left, Casey.
Why
Yeah.
is this episode so feet centric?
It's so foot heavy. I know. Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Okay, so yes, I did choose I Found Someone. I Found Someone is great. I think it's a great song. The big Papa Jigga with a heart arrow. Whatever. Yeah, it's just like big moment, big arena rock, big lights and hair. It's everything Cher. It's everything that is like, yeah, it's just big Cher energy.
Lights and hair and everything share.
Yes.
My 2 notes for that song were, 1, it feels like a Tina Turner song, which
Yeah.
is not a bad thing at
Yeah.
all. And 2, it was just like, it's so dramatic and it's such a great album opener.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had another note. That wasn't it. Oh. It was that's actually a cover of some like rando pop singer, and it was like Cher. Could you imagine being this person who put out this song, and I cannot remember her name, but I listened to the original and I was like, oh yeah, this sucks. But the original was put out like 2 years before Cher put out
Wow.
her version.
Wow. I did not know
Yeah.
that. I really thought that was a Cher OG.
Get that royalty check.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoever that person is, you're
I
just,
hope she's getting some money.
I hope she's getting residuals off that deal, because I feel like this is the episode of like, oh, did you know that's a cover?
Honestly.
Like, that's actually a cover. Like, we're gonna come like at the end of the episode, we're gonna get like people being like, did you know that Believe's a cover? Did
Oh
you
my
know-
God, I would scream.
Did you know that If I Get Turned Back Time's a cover? Just like, I bet. I would not doubt it. But we're okay with that. We're okay with this.
I'm great with that.
I found
like
someone.
that song.
Did we?
Absolutely.
Did we find a place where I don't get vetoed? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I still have a lot of power. I'm just realizing.
You do. I know.
I have
It's
full-
true.
and a veto and a what was it called? A veto
Override.
Veto override.
override.
Which
Ooh.
is unfortunate that you and Shelby were in agreement, because I could have really.
I
used
know.
you
I
in
thought
that
I was gonna be
moment.
battling with Shelby this whole episode.
I
No.
kind of did too, but as it turns out, we're pretty agreeable
Was it-
so far.
Was it
Yeah.
because she had bad Lawrence Arms takes, so you figured she'd have bad
Yep.
Cher takes?
Yep.
Honestly, I really have to admit something, guys. I spent most
Admit
of
it.
my Lawrence Arms episode trying to upset Jake.
Well, yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
As a listener, that felt apparent, and
Yeah.
I almost, as a friend of Jake's, I appreciated it almost a little bit.
I also stuck true. So Drunk Tweaks definitely is, you know what? It's a song that I do like. It doesn't belong on that list, but I definitely,
We love sabotage on the pod.
we love to
Well,
attack each other. And
I
I just,
feel like
She's
Jake-
a Metro
Happy
Pole
fun.
stan.
I am. I'll
Oh.
admit that. I am.
That's a great record.
It is.
I won't disagree with that.
Speaking of issues, we're on to number 4, which is Shelby's pick.
Fantastic. I should let it be known that I found someone was in my top 5, so thank you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
So I have 2 more spots left. I really want to believe that Casey would play this higher, so I'm not going to play it. Oh my God. I'm so stressed right now. I'm sorry. So my number 1 is a song that I might play it here, and that's to make sure that the other song ends up on the list. I'm stressed, you
Do it.
guys.
I was like, hold on, how high am I? Like, we're at number 1 already?
Yeah.
I'm just okay. So I think that I'm gonna place my number 1 here because I think it will be more agreeable It is a song that I love so much. It is.
Wait, you have number one though.
I know, but I have to make sure that what's right is right, and it's gonna make sense later. Don't worry. So I'm gonna play "Save Up All Your Tears." I love that song so much. Casey looks disgusted, and that's fine.
No.
You look disgusted. I fell in love with this song maybe 2 years ago when I was listening to Cher on Shuffle, because as you know, we all know she has a very wide discography.
Yeah.
But as I was listening to it today, I was like, this is a sick song. This is a song that I want to cover with Sad Girls Club. So I had played it at my number 1, but I think I'm going to rightfully put it at number 4. Rightfully to me, at least.
I'm so unfamiliar with that song.
You might need them someday.
So
Sorry.
It's a cool song.
I also love Cher in a red wig.
I am going to veto.
Why?
Only.
Is it
I
because I
was
vetoed
gonna
you?
leave
No,
it
it's
alone.
not.
Are you
This
mad
is-
at me?
I'm not mad at you at all. Truly at all.
Is this a personal attack?
No.
Oh my God, I can't wait to play my next song then. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. You said tell me why.
Oh.
I was like, that's not the same song.
No, I know.
It came out before though.
I don't know. I'm like, when I think Cher, that's not what I think of. Okay, we hate
feel
me.
It's fine.
Similarly,
It's fine. This is my
would-
Cher list.
I mean, to be honest, Eric, I was close to vetoing, but I decided not to because I do feel like it's a good song. We don't have any big ballads in there yet. And I feel like we are missing that, and I'm willing to let that one slip in, even though it's definitely not a Cher top 4. It was in my Cher top 39.
Makes me feel great.
But I think I mean, I'll be honest, Shelby, I had the same kind of like, I went back and listened to it and was like, oh yeah, this is fucking good. Like, why doesn't she play this live? Like, blah blah blah.
I get what's
So
happening here, guys.
I'm letting it slide. But if you're gonna use your veto,
get it.
You know what? I already
I'll
used
back
it.
that.
I get it.
I did already use
Yep.
it. I am
Yep.
gonna leave it. I'll be the queen of bad takes this episode.
Well, now I'm going to play my actual number 4 then,
Okay.
which is strong enough.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving a powerful ballad, God
See,
fucking damn it.
I
I
love
don't
a
call that a
ballad.
ballad though.
I
That's not a ballad.
I mean,
The first
is
30
for a minute.
seconds are a ballad.
there's piano. It's a ballad.
this is a ballad.
But then it becomes a like weird techno disco number.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not a ballad, Shelby.
Okay. It's a power ballad, and I'll
But
argue till I die.
it stays on the list
It
because
does.
It's a
it
power
is.
ballad!
So I'm really happy I did veto because that to me,
That is top 4 shit.
that's
is a
top
better
4
song.
That's a better top 4 Cher song.
Yes.
That is a bigger Cher vibe. Cher's like, oh, yeah, that's a better Cher song. You know what I mean?
Lyrically,
Cher
I
would
think it's a
agree.
better.
Yeah.
I think it fits in with a lot of Cher's like, I am a powerful fucking woman.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
men suck. Like, it fits in with her being a fucking, like, dating a shitty dude who married her at 16. And then she spent the rest of her life being like, I'm going to date Tom Cruise and John Bon Jovi and blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, the only reason, let me look at my notes. I didn't write any notes for that one, but I think the reason why I took it off was it's a little like, for that record, it felt a little too disco, but I do love that song.
So it's not strong enough to be on that record. Or too strong. Is it too strong to be on that record?
She really doesn't think she's strong enough. No, is what
No.
you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So much strength in the
I
Cher
will stand
category.
by.
My goodness.
I
Are we
will
at a gym?
I will stand by that I love a power ballad. I believe that that's a power ballad, and I will not take it back. But I get what you're saying, Casey.
It also gives me like it. I think about that, and I think about I think about that record, and I think about Britney's, was it her first record,
Stronger?
Where
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Yes,
Yesterday?
like-
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, like,
Stronger as a song is
It's a
so
great
good,
song.
and then also lyrically knowing that callback of like, from "Hit Me Baby One More Time" being like my loneliness is killing me, and then Stronger, which is like my loneliness
Yeah.
ain't killing me no more, and you're like, that is growth, that is strength, that is accomplishment, and that is why we must stand.
And that's Britney, bitch.
That's Britney, bitch.
And those and that shit, both those records came out within like 2 years of each other.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Like, it's so whoa.
it's so gay.
So we're not vetoing
So
me
we,
twice in a row?
No, I'm so.
Are we
I'm sorry I
able
had
to
veto
lock
you.
in?
I feel
No.
so bad
Part of
vetoing
You
stuff.
feel your
I want to
feelings.
for fun, but I'll let it.
You want to keep up the streak.
I get that feeling, for sure.
I have it at my disposal, but I'm gonna save it for number
Yeah.
2 and for 1 because
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
we're
wondering
getting
if
down
you're
to
gonna
the
hate me
nitty-gritty
for
here.
my next pick, but it's fine. I'm good with it.
But you know what? Speaking of these picks here, we're into Casey's final pick.
Jake is
Number-
literally the
Ooh.
most bored I've ever seen.
I feel like he's being a trooper.
He's being a trooper, but I can tell.
Considering that he does not give a fuck about Cher.
But we're still gonna get a list from Jake, which is honestly the thing I've been looking forward to this entire time.
Funny you mentioned that.
Are we? 'Cause I don't think we are.
Jake, if you let me down without
I literally texted our group chat and I went, I feel so bad because I did not have the time or patience to make a hot takes list.
Yeah.
I know. I literally said that earlier.
Funny you should mention
Jake,
that.
I'm so disappointed.
I know. I didn't. Yeah. I've been having a bad week. Okay, I'm just gonna bring that up,
That's
but it's fine. But let's go to number 3, which is gonna be your final pick.
all right. We need a fucking ballad, and
Call out post.
Call out post.
there was a ballad I was gonna include, but honestly, I thought Eric was gonna play it. But I'm gonna choose my favorite Cher ballad, and it's because of a couple things. One, it's really short. It's 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Wow.
It is.
We stand a short queen.
Thank you.
It is. I
true.
love the lyrics. I did learn in my list putting together time that it is a cover.
Truly, the queen
Wow.
of covers.
Some fucking French song.
Oh,
It has all of the perfect Cher things. It has like, I mean, it's a ballad, so it's kind of timeless. It has all of her like best kind of like vocal kind of like ticks, I guess you could say. So lots of the like, is it? I don't know music very well. Is it like vibrato that she does? I don't know.
yeah.
It has this amazing swell at the end that just covers the whole song. And that song is The Way of Love from Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. It is the opener of the record as well. So not only is she opening a record with a fucking 2-minute ballad, but it just like is the perfect song. And it's one of the few songs outside of like her major hits that she still plays all the time live. And so that's how I became super aware of it. Besides the fact that Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves is the only Cher record I physically own on vinyl. But it's just so good.
So
I'm seeing looks of shock. I'm seeing shock.
I'm nervous
I'm not
now.
upset. By any means, I'm not upset because, like
And
I said, there's very few Cher songs that I'm going to be upset that end up on this list.
But it's just, you get to
It's a little
that
shocking.
last, like, it starts off really like soft and like do 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 do, and then it like builds up a little bit, and then you get to that last like just blast over. It's just the way of love. But if you watch her play it live, it's like she doesn't even need to emote anymore. She does it just so perfectly. And it's kind of dark. Like, it's kind of...
yeah.
I'm okay with that being on the list. I
I'm-
definitely think that there needs to be a strong ballad, and if there's any strong Cher ballad, that's one. Ooh, oops, sorry.
Well, a strong ballad, but also I feel like this list is a little bit early catalog erasure. So having one of those pop back up into the mix and it being a ballad, I'm into. I do not have strong feelings about this song one way or another. It does not hit me in any sort of way, but it also doesn't dissuade me in any sort of way. So I'm very neutral on it.
I think we talked ourselves through this.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep it.
I think it's staying.
It's staying.
Yeah.
We did it. We got there.
You guys, therapy is so important.
Truly.
I feel like that's the advantage of me doing my research and being like, I have reasons and notes, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
A compelling
I am
argument
a
can
sucker.
change everything. Here.
I feel like
Hell
you
yeah.
did
Yeah.
listen to these episodes because I am a sucker for a good reason behind
Yeah.
For
the
a
song.
compelling argument, yeah.
I give you a shitty.
I'm like, I'm not just gonna pull out some rando fucking B-side. Like,
Oh,
You're not gonna say this addiction. On an Alkaline Trio
Jesus
list.
fucking
I was-
Christ, Jacob.
I don't even like Alkaline Trio that much, but like that was
It's a poor choice.
surprising.
You know what? It's a great choice. But
It's a poor choice.
But the thing to be said for this game in general, for any future guests, is that a good argument can make all the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
A good, a passionate plea can change the timbre of the game.
A good argument and lots of drinks with
With-
sugar in them.
yeah.
All right, yeah.
So are we okay with that at number 3 then?
Yeah. Thumbs
Perf.
up. Double thumbs up.
Double
Okay.
themes.
So number 2, getting down to the nitty gritty.
It's me, right?
Eric's number 2 pick.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
I know we can veto whatever. Let's just jump in. This is a gay anthem. It is Song for the Lonely. I'm leaving it. I don't care what anybody has to say. It is a gay anthem, and if you disagree with me, you're homophobic.
Again,
So just keep that in mind when we're talking about if we want to veto it or not. It's a fantastic song. It's a song for the lonely, and it's what? No, Jake, what happened?
I just listened to it when she goes, "Heart's gotta go there."
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so just whoever wants to go ahead and drag me first for my hot ass gay take, let's just get on with the show.
I don't have a veto. So
Casey.
I already vetoed you.
Casey's the only one who can say anything about
They're the
this.
deciding factor.
So, I
What
like this pressure.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so that did make my top 23.
Oh.
And honestly, I had this weird block of 5 songs. Then it was All or Nothing, Strong Enough, Bang Bang, I Found Someone, Song for the Lonely, Walking in Memphis, where I was like, I can't decide all between these two. And I really had to dig. And Song for the Lonely, I kicked off my list because I do love it to death. And I love that post Believe enthusiasm and kind of confidence she has.
Yeah.
But the bridge kind of kills it to me. I want that song to be high energy all the way through, and the bridge drops. If I remember correctly, it drops into kind of a minor key and gets a little slower. And for funs and shits and giggles, I'm vetoing it.
But that's okay. But that's the lonely part. That's it's a song, and that's the lonely bridge.
Oh my God.
I'm
It's a
vetoing it
song-
for fun because I have that veto.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. We love chaos.
Eric, it's nothing against you. I would have played it on whoever, but
I
there's
mean,
other songs
absolute
on that
chaos.
list that deserve to be there.
And it's fine.
And
I'm
really,
so,
okay, so
Eric's
here's
list.
the thing.
I'm so sorry.
We're far enough.
You're gonna
We're
get.
far enough.
It's gonna get worse from here.
You're gonna
guys.
get a worse take. I'm so sorry.
You never know. My list is weird.
but
But really, All or Nothing, Song for the Lonely, Believe, Strong Enough. To me, in my head, this is all kind of. Yeah, was there another one in
I'm
that same
scared
era?
right
No,
now.
all of those
Dog.
are kind of. Oh, also the second single off that record, A Different Kind of Love Song, are all kind of the same fucking song. It's the piano hits and all of that. So I was like, eh. But yeah, I want to hear your worst
What the
take
fuck
because
is
honestly,
it?
that's
do
What
you
more
is it?
want?
exciting.
Do you want bad or worse?
I don't know.
I
Blow
want
the motherfucker up.
Fuck
bad.
it. Shoop Shoop song.
Yes. No, that was my number.
I'm going Shoop Shoop song.
Oh my god, no, that's perfect.
It's
no,
in his
I'm happy with that.
kiss.
No reverse.
Number 2.
Veto.
That's number 2.
No, that's my number 3.
That's number what?
If
Yes.
you want to know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. You
That
wanna
was
know?
my alternate for
is-
number 11, which is not. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's on the list.
It was
whatever.
It was low on my
but
list.
It was very low on my list.
Okay, do you want to know what it was between? It was the Shoop Shoop song, or it was The Beat Goes On.
Oh, I would rather it be the Shoop song.
I'm so glad you went with Shoop Shoop. Like
Yeah.
that number 1, that song is so much fun. That movie that it's from is so much fun. Like Mermaids is quite possibly my favorite Cher movie. Danny DeVito, her, is it Christina Ricci is the kid or
Indeed.
teenager?
Yes.
I learned that
It
today.
is.
Like,
I don't know this.
Oh my-
Eric taught me this, and Winona Ryder.
Wow.
I haven't seen that movie, and I have to watch it now.
that's good.
And that's what it's from.
And the live version is played faster, so it kind of is like I want to hear Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, or I want to hear like some band cover it, like
yeah.
because it's just so good.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Shoop Shoop.
Thank you. I'm glad I vetoed. Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, the gays are awful lonely and sad now because of that. But Shoop Shoop, you know, that's where it is. So
It's
that's
very high, but I can be okay with that because it was my alternate for 11. It could have ended up on the list
Okay.
regardless.
So I believe we are we out of? No, we're not out of vetoes yet. Eric still
Eric
has
has
one
one more veto.
Oh, I do.
Oh no.
You have the number 1 pick. I'm not
Wait,
gonna veto
so
you.
but then I have
You have a
the-
veto override.
Yes.
So if Eric says something that I don't like, I can overwrite it.
Which
Yes.
is very
Well,
good
no,
in my case right now because I think
Yes.
that it's going to be a very agreeable choice.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be the number 1 choice coming from
Yep.
Shelby
The
here.
number one
The number
choice.
1 Cher song. 100 years of entertainment all down to this moment.
And it's right. It's the correct song to choose. This is the second time ever that I have vetoed a song so that I could put it higher on the list, and that is "Turn Back Time."
Yeah.
It deserves that spot. I love that song.
you.
I listen to this song almost every day when I am getting ready for work.
Yes.
It's a great song. It deserves number 1. You guys, it's just that's Cher for me. That is Cher.
Yeah.
That's Cher.
I mean, here's my notes. I wrote the video, the opening riff, lyrically great, amazing 80s Bon Jovi's hair metal buildup,
Yes.
the video outfit.
Her
The
vocals
key
specifically on this
change.
song too.
Yes, the key change at the end.
In that weird
amazing.
spot.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I learned looking up the video was that the U.S. Navy ship that it was filmed on, they got permission to film on it when it was docked in L.A., and the Navy was pissed off that Cher did such a sexual video with a
love that.
tattooed ass cheek that they were just really upset and had to like make a public statement or some shit. So the fact that Cher pissed off the U.S. Navy is
Shout
just
out.
A queen.
mwah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was putting together my list, I was like, absolutely number 1.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
It does belong at number 1.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm not vetoing. Just that's not. Yeah. I'm leaving it. It's
You
a
can if
fantastic
you want.
song.
I dare you.
No.
I dare you
Because
to.
it is a song that like obviously deserves to be A on the list, B high on the list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Thinking back, so truth be told, if I could turn back time, I would have played it higher initially.
Cute. I see what you did there.
Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it.
Cher would have liked the drama that it caused.
She would
To
have.
say, I think the top comment on this video, on this music video, is probably the most aptly way to sum it up this song and the whole list, and you know, with the music video on the ship here, it says, Cher can truly say, mission accomplished.
Oh, I want her to do the metal slug stance, where she does like the side and she's like, whatever.
I wish that people listening to this podcast could see that.
Oh, I know. You can't even see me. Oh my God, that was just for
That
y'all
was just
then.
for us.
that was for
that was
everybody here.
special for us.
It was. But you know what I mean? At the end, when it's like mission accomplished, and all the Metal Slug people are like bobbing up and down.
I also love YouTube comments that are like, "Who's listening in this horrible coronavirus? Keep safe, all."
What?
I saw so much of that watching fucking live videos for
Who's
this.
listening to this in 2020, y'all?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see that everywhere now. It's so weird.
Yawn. Come to Brazil.
Come in
Cher.
Brazil. Amazing.
Okay, so the canon Cher best of list, 11 songs sealed in the vault, along with the Lawrence Arms, Snow White, Mulan, the animated version.
Yes.
Lady Gaga.
Sealed in, Lady Gaga. Sealed in,
Gaga.
hermetically sealed, no oxygen
Hermetic.
inside this vault. Number 11, Waterloo. Number 10, I Got You, Babe. Feet, Beavis and Butthead. Number 9, Rudy. Number 8, Take Me Home. Number 7, Dark Lady. Number 6, Believe. Number 5, I Found Someone. Number 4, Strong Enough. Number 3, The Way of Love. Number 2, The Shoop Shoop Song, parentheses, It's His Kiss, Cyborg Midnight Part 7. Number 1, If I Could Turn Back Time.
A lot of songs that I picked ended up on this list.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. That's
There
always a
are
good
some
feeling.
key ones that are missing though.
Like.
Like 100 resolutions.
Like Walking in Memphis.
You think so?
I personally think so. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but that's what I think. But that's why we have discards.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go over the discards. Let's start with Eric.
Oh, okay. What are my discards? Okay, so I did have Tramps and Thieves on my list because of its iconic status. Rudy, which I thought was fun. I Got You, Babe, the Sonny and Cher version. I did also have The Beat Goes On my list. Shout out to The Beat Goes On. Turn Back Time, Take Me Home, Believe, Song for the Lonely was my number 2. We Hate Me, and The Gays, it's fine. And then number 1 was I Found Someone. I also had a little note here, so it was on the 87 record, I think. The song Perfection, I was like, did Steven Schwartz just lift a lot of this music for Wicked? Or, like, there's a level of, like, theatric and, like, mystery. I don't know. Maybe I was astral projecting or something.
In your feelings.
Maybe I was in my feelings.
No, I can. Well, you mentioned this to me earlier today, and I can agree that in that Cher way, it is very theatrical, but it's also in that very similar Wicked way.
Yeah, it's Wicked.
I agree.
I don't know.
I think
That's what I
it's
thought.
A good hunch.
I feel like my discards aren't controversial or brave. Okay, shout out to that car alarm
I know.
outside. Jesus.
Nicole just asked why we couldn't do an Allie and AJ list.
If Nicole wants
We
to come on
can
the
do
podcast,
an
we can.
We can.
Yes, we can.
I mean,
They
the
said yes, we
Disney
can.
Channel movie.
Yeah.
Nicole, we're
She can't hear
it's
you.
up. We're happening. I know that, but you just tell her that I'm ready because I love
Okay.
Allie.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Anyway. Okay. So your discards, that's fine.
Those are my discards, yeah.
That's
They're
fine.
not controversial or brave. They're not interesting.
They're not ugly.
Yeah. What are yours?
Mine, so I'm only going to go over the ones that didn't make it on the list because really, truly, a lot of my songs made it on this
Which-
list. Songs that didn't was Then He Kissed Me with by Sonny and Cher. I really like that song. Walking in Memphis. Wow, all the rest of them ended up except for Gimme, 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 her ABBA cover,
Ooh.
which I love.
We stand.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
We stand wanting sex after midnight.
Yeah.
We
Had 'em watching, showing my flag
Okay,
all alone.
so I do
It's
want.
great.
I do want to say the
I love
only
Cher.
other
I love
the
her.
only other cover of that song that is canonically better is the 18s.
I I'll agree with that.
It's so good.
I don't know. I
It's
think
such
that
a good
that's
song.
partially me loving that song by ABBA so much and loving Cher that to me naturally that her covering that is like
Also,
fantastic.
talk about a scary, not scary song. That song is so like, right?
Shout out to Madonna.
It's like, yeah. Actually,
Shout out to Madonna.
yeah. It's a soft shout out to Madonna. It's just gonna be a soft shout out.
Yeah.
Casey, what were your discards?
So not on my list, but similarly, I did have my Waterloo battle component or contestant was Gimme Gimme Gimme. So it was like I got down whatever 12 songs on that record down to those two. So Gimme 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 was in my discards pile. I had number 1, If I Could Turn Back Time. Number 2, The Way of Love. Number 3, the Shoop Shoop song. Number 4, no one brought up anything from this record, but Woman's World was like the first.
Not made it.
Yeah, that was a song and a record, which there's another one in my discard. There's actually 2 on my discard pile. One is I love the song Take It Like a Man from that record, which is the Closer to the Truth record, as well as there's a I wouldn't even call it a B-side. It's like a bonus deluxe version. There's a song she did called Pride that was like the Target deluxe version that is just like ultra gay Cher singing about pride. Number 5, but yeah, Woman's World fucking rips. Number 5, You Haven't Seen the Last of Me. I was fully expecting, I don't know why.
In hindsight,
but I was like,
I can see why that maybe should have made the list. I get it.
Yeah, and I was honestly a little surprised that Eric, you didn't play it.
Just because of its theatrics?
Yeah, well, and I feel like when we were talking about like, oh, can we include like weird, like, does it have to be like, I can't remember what I asked, but like, can it be covers or can it be other versions of things or can it be like soundtrack or whatever? Because like there are like something that made my discard list was like, I think I talked about it earlier, was the Dead Ringer for Love, which is a Meatloaf song that Cher is featured on. And it's fucking great.
So
same thing with like, there's a one-off Cher song on the Days of Thunder, which is a Tom Cruise movie from the 80s called Trail of Broken Hearts that Cher did. That's like a great song.
So I famously do not like that song from Burlesque. I know. Controversial yet brave. Yeah. Well, okay. I struggle with it, I think, I've never established a connection with it as a song. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's fun and campy and silly in the way that Cher can be, and also canonically very gay. But I don't know. It just like I wanted to throw it in there as just like a fun like, remember this? But at the same time, I was like, oh, I don't know.
You made so many jokes about that being on the list.
Yeah, and I just ultimately, I just didn't pick it.
You just took this list more seriously
that's
than
valid.
you thought that you did.
I mean, if you want to know if he loves me so, it's in his list. That's where it is. And unfortunately, this song was not on that list. Is
nope.
What I want to say about that.
I love that. That was a great segue.
Yes.
Okay. Number 6, I had Bang Bang, the 1987 version.
So that's
though I love both versions, though I wish I should just download it and like put it into mono myself. But if you listen to the old 60s version, you get the music in one ear and you get Cher in the other ear, and it gives me a headache.
Yeah, having such a dissonant.
It is unsettling.
I will also say
song...
the 84 version for sure is a fucking bang bang banger. Like,
wait, there's an 80
or no,
version?
no, sorry, not the original, but when she redid it. What year was that?
87.
87, sorry. The 87 version was an absolute, like, talk about theatrics. Like,
Exactly.
what a performance.
So then, I mean, if that one was going to be something I would have had to have played, I would have given it with the caveat of, like, I chose between Bang Bang and I Found Someone to make the list and the reason why Bang Bang made it was because that song, if you look at its full history, has such cultural relevance compared to I Found Someone. Like, not only did Cher put it out in the 60s and it was written by, I think, Sonny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a cover. Like, that song then got covered by Nancy Sinatra, and then Nancy Sinatra blew that, like, slow, creepy version. She blew that shit up.
Yeah.
And, like, then it just became like a larger thing, and now you hear it in, like, there's a car commercial that I remember seeing it on a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's like an ooky spooky version.
Did Lana Del Rey do a bad cover of this or no?
Probably. One sec. I have that song bookmarked because I was like, I know there's a ton of covers.
I feel like this is part of her catalog of bad covers.
It's a large catalog.
Yeah.
It's not on the Wikipedia, but hey, Nicole, Allie and AJ performed a cover at their New York and Toronto shows during the
love that.
Promise tour. Beyonce sang a version of it to her husband Jay-Z during a 2014 commercial for their HBO tour special.
Wow. Shout out.
But yeah, I feel like, I mean, Stevie Wonder did a cover of it like just a few years after Cher released hers.
Iconic. That's a big hefty list of people.
Also, if we're talking about covers on covers on covers.
Exactly.
So many
It's
covers.
Also, yes.
So many covers. This might as well be a duvet. Am I right?
Wow.
Sorry. I loved it. It's fine. Jake, hear my joke. You're back. Okay. I was
telling her about the Allie and AJ connection here.
I said, wow, so many covers. It might as well be a duvet. No? Okay, that's fine.
What is that?
No, it's okay. Because we were talking about...
Oh, Jake.
It's okay. No, it's fine.
Wow.
I'm not heartbroken at all. I'll be fine. Bang Bang.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, number 7, Believe. Number 8, All or Nothing, which is like honestly the same thing as Believe, but just with less appreciation. I do have a note in here that it's like, I love the hooks, the like chuggy bass, and then the choruses are nice and clean. I love the a cappella bridge, and I just in all caps wrote, "Who do you think you're fooling?" That's like the outro to the chorus, where it's like, "Who do you think you're fooling?" Oh,
Casey, you do a great share.
That is a great share.
Number 9, Dark
These
Lady.
dogs have the fucking zoomies.
Number 10, I Got You, Babe, Beavis and Butthead version, and from the Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack. And then number 11, Waterloo, and then some other discards I had. Songs that haven't been super mentioned. Walking in Memphis, different kind of love song. Fernando, I really loved her version of that.
I also love her version of that.
Yeah,
Stan
and that's the version that.
Stan
I think that's the version that.
Sorry.
I think Fernando was the one Cher song that actually made that movie. After All, which is a great ballad duet, and I can't remember who the duet is with. I had Take It on my Take It. I messed up. I mixed up 2 songs. I said Take It Like a Man and Take Me Home.
Take Me Home Like a Man.
An old Cher Sunny song I really love. All I Really Want to Do, which I think is a cover of a Bob Dylan song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
just
many
like Jesse
covers,
James.
it might as well be a duvet.
Once more.
Oh, the one last one that I'll bring up that I think is a really great song that didn't make this list and is very underrated, though my recollection of the song is that it got I think it was like one of those LimeWire moments where
I did
the
not
version
have
that I
sexual relations
downloaded.
with that woman.
What?
LimeWire. We're talking about LimeWire, right?
Yeah, like
It's a poor joke.
so-
I'm sorry.
oh, I totally fucking missed it.
I'm so sorry. You'll hear it in the pod. Continue.
And I'm gonna fuck up this pronunciation, but Duvet La Amour, which is on Believe,
Is that a
but
cover?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's like
you just said duvet,
Gotta-
so I thought.
I was gonna say interesting that you brought up Duvet. Duvet.
Sorry.
that took me way too fucking long.
I'm so sorry. I'm dry.
No, that one took me way too long because I actually, when I was trying to like how the fuck do you pronounce this again? Read Duvet and thought like, oh, your Duvet cover.
Yeah. Covers. A duvet cover.
I want you to send me your list, Casey. I would love to listen through to that if you made it into a playlist, unless you just wrote it down.
Honestly,
no,
we should start making that into a playlist. Like, why don't we just? We should add a playlist at the end of every episode. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah,
Is that crazy?
I did make a playlist of all my songs. But yeah, I went fucking deep and weird and
That's why
I
I
don't
want to
know.
hear it.
lots of fun stuff. I don't know. I love Cher. End of story.
She's Cher, bitch.
Quiet, it's getting
No,
late.
That was so violent, Shelby. What she would just do with your body.
Because I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah. She's Cher, bitch. Okay. Jake, do you have any discards?
Do you have any that you picked at all?
No.
Okay. This has been the Lousy Advice Podcast.
I've been listening to a lot of American football, and
Casey,
if you
thank
want
you
to.
so much for
Thank-
doing this with
thank-
us.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Do you have anything you want to plug while you're here on our world famous podcast?
Do you have any endeavors? Do you have a Venmo?
Do you have a Venmo where people can send you money?
Definitely plug your Venmo.
For sure.
I don't have a Venmo because it's a long story that
have a
involves
cash-
my former toxic workplace.
Do you have a Cash App?
I do, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
If you're on Cash App, go
Also,
find
if you-
Casey.
Just type
No,
in
go
Casey.
find some organization that deserves money more than I do.
I like that.
That's fair.
Oh my god.
Well, this has been the Lousy Advice Podcast. Again, thank you, Casey. To leave us. Oh, so we are a band. Lousy Advice is a band. Shout out.
We're a
to
band. Oh
us.
my god, thank you for remembering.
I know. I forget it all the time. I am gonna officially stop the recording now, and then we can keep chatting. But this was the Lousy Advice Podcast. Bye bye.
Bye.
5-star us and leave us a cute review because
To our music.
listen to our music, but also leave us 5 stars.